connection is good. Yeah, that's all they want to see nowadays, man. I can't show too much. I want to get banned. You know what I'm saying? But I had to definitely let y'all know something, man, because there's nothing cool about teaching somebody to do the wrong thing when you know today you do not have to go outside. You do not have to commit crime. You understand? And if you're an OG, if you came home, man, and you learned anything, you know what I'm saying? If you learned anything, and you still out there in the street, man. Shout out all my people, the whole Brooklyn, man. Everybody, Chicago. A lot of problems in Chicago, Memphis. Listen, man, I'm not gonna get into that right now. Shout out to Basher Slams. You already know, man. QB Rat Pete. Check this out, man. I'll be the first one to tell you, like, if I made a mistake, I'll go live and say that I made a mistake. I will go completely live, say I made the mistake, and say what the mistake was. Now here it is, you know what I'm saying, bro, open my mind. I'm watching Loyalty and Betrayal. I'm watching Loyalty and Betrayal, and I'm sitting there thinking like, yo, this is common sense. This is common sense. I mean, look at what Pooh Shiesty did. So they gave him whatever time they gave him. He ain't even do 4. Came home. He in a halfway house. Yeah, he come out. Yeah, he buy jewelry. Yeah, we seen footage of him with Gucci Mane in the store with the new chain, you know what I'm saying, with the Jeep. But at the end of the day, people feel like they want to make up content. That's all cap, man. That's all cap, like, for real. If you really gonna sit there and tell me that you believe that Pooh Shiesty could have did what he did, or regardless, not even did nothing, like they said, he was not there, or whatever, listen, bro, he would not be in halfway house right now. He be back in county on a parole violation, on a federal parole violation. Are you kidding me? Just the sound of it. I thought about the last person that tried to rob Gucci, man. That didn't turn out too well for them. But that's not even the point, man. I understand, man. Listen, bro, Streams was up there. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, Lil Durk ain't out here right now. Bro's still up there. Up there. They do not need to to write a narrative like this happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pooh felt some way because R.I.P. Big Scar and went against Gucci Mane, because that didn't happen, man. They together. That's all cap, man. It's common sense, man. And if they pull a fast one over your eyes, it's weird. That's how I seen it, man. I listen to bro, man. He like, look at it, man. Look, I know I've been away, man. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man, for y'all that come home, this is the reason why, and people, listen, for y'all to come home and know what you know from being in the penitentiary, to come back on your block and see youngins doing what you used to do. And you telling them like it's all right, it's all good, like, yeah, that's what I used to do. So like, nah, it's not all right. Because they're gonna fall in the same situation you fell in. People are not looking at what's going on with Dirk. People are not looking at that. There ain't nothing cool about that. I bet you Dirk, with all his money, he switched places with any one of y'all in a second. So I definitely want to shout out Byron Blake, man. He was dead on with that, man. That is all cap. That is all cap. Now, when it comes to Chicago, there's a lot of bullish going on, a lot. And I'm gonna say that, like, from what I see, CPD be not be on their business. They say the youngins don't want, the military in Chicago. When I look at, when I want to see Chicago footage, I go to Trenches News, man, because I know I'm gonna get the truth, man. You understand what I'm saying? I get something that'll come out on the news after I hear it from him. You understand? It's not about what you say. It's about what you do. It's about your actions. And this dude, Seti Nash, bro, you a bozo, bro. That's crazy. Like, you over here talking about Dirk a snitch. You told on your king, bro. Your mama's son is in jail because of you. You told on your brother. How can you even get on this thing and talk about somebody told, this one told? You don't even have no paperwork, but people sure enough got paperwork on you that you told on your brother. You never respond on it. Again, shout out, loyalty and betrayal, man. And bro, King AK, stop riding bro's wave, man. Stop riding bro's wave. Stop riding his wave, bro, because at the end of the day, what he's doing right now, Sadie Nash, see, when you in a situation, there's different situations, man. Like, I can't judge what this one did, what that one did. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I watched a couple days ago, I watched Swiper on Vlad TV. You know what I'm saying? Calm, cool, collective, man. He gave him a good interview, man. You know what I'm saying? Didn't say too much. Didn't say things he wasn't supposed to because he probably don't know about them. And if he does, it's like he kept it cordial. And Vlad kept it cordial with him because Vlad know he intelligent. You see what I'm saying? I've seen Vlad before flip people around. You understand? But when you dudes is looking at Adam 22, when you got bloggers beefing, I don't understand that, bro. First and foremost, man, this is his phone or a laptop. You got a screen protector. Pretend you in prison, man. Nobody could do nothing to you. So you over here saying whatever you want to say under your First Amendment, but bro, you talking about things that getting other people into trouble. You get on Reddit, y'all wild out, y'all disrespect Trap Lord Ross. At the end of the day, I think some loyalty betrayal showed that too. I wish I could find it right now. I don't know who said it, but they were talking about Trap Lord Ross, and they said, "Stay out of black people business." You see, that's the reason right there. That's what you mean, stay out of black people business, man. People are people, man. You know what I'm saying? Bloggers are bloggers. Sometimes you know when the case is open. You don't know a blogger ain't gonna talk about something unless it's on the news. Dudes is self-snitching. Dudes want. I mean, look at that. Look at No Jumper. Look at what this dude did, man. Are you serious, man? Loose cannon. He literally wanted you to know that he did what he did, Meek Mill, blah, blah, blah. He literally brought out the situation, man. Justice for Nip, though. You know what I'm saying? But I seen it, man. Big U in some big trouble, man. He got a lot of stuff going on. Like, they taking it back to where he was taking funds for the COVID. And I mean, but then, you know, then when it came out to listen, they mad. They mad when Trap Lord Ross goes on and does one of his videos, but he does them right. He researches everything. And then that gives people motion. They telling them, you know, stay out of people's business. Him, no. He give a lot of y'all motion, and you don't see that. And this is the reason why racism is so hard to stop, man, because whoever believes that there is no racism, that right there is the new form of racism, not believing that it exists. Ain't nobody different. You ain't got to be better than nobody. Nobody ain't got to be better than you. You understand? Don't let this social media drive you crazy. But when you see something like Adam 22, you know what I'm saying? He boxing Love, the dude that smashed his wife. And, bro, that's all content, man. You understand what I'm saying? The thing with academics and Wham, I don't know nothing about that. I stay out of that. But definitely, man, you know, Chicago need the military, man. I understand that the YNs don't want it, but you understand why the YNs don't want it. We out here, and I'm out here in New York. We got strict gun laws, man. You can't have a gun. You can't have a gun to protect you. I'm saying you can't go to a store and buy a gun. However, out there, man, you know what I'm saying? Especially like you talk about Atlanta, that's Ratlanta now. Don't think that what Woody did, that it will be done again. Because if you know anything, the DA was, what's her name? Winnie, she was not in her right state of mind because one of her exes was supposedly unalived by somebody from YSL. And it was just, yo, what he did, that'll never happen again. But what he did will never happen again. I think Dirk got a lot to worry about. He has a lot to worry about. And the feds, this is what they do. You got to understand something. Like, I can't really tell you much about the feds, but I can even tell you the state. We have parole, right? Parole is, we have laws in New York. We have laws. But then parole, if you want parole, if you go up top, they got their own laws. It's called executive law. They basically could write something and rewrite it just the same way as the feds, you know what I'm saying, and present new evidence, take out other evidence. I see what Drew is doing. He's doing the only thing he can be doing. He want to see what they have. He want to see what they have. He need to see what they have so he can know what to fight with. So he puts up this. They said, no, that's not good enough. We don't need this because then he puts up this. Now he's saying you capping. He's saying you do not have any. He's saying you do not have any evidence that bro paid through lucrative music opportunities, through cash, through the bag. Yeah, people on blogs are saying Didi, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I gotta say this, man. OTF Vonnie did it. He's a rat, he's a slime. You know what I'm saying? And to tell you the truth, I'm far from Drew, but the way I see it and the way it's presented, he was the one that had the real motive, OTF Vonnie. He was the one that was in charge of all the money. He was trusted. If you heard Brother Hassan talking, when he was talking on Trenches News, he said that he dropped his son off on King Von. Obviously, when King Von already was with Dirk getting money. Listen, he said, my son is me on steroids, so he telling you, like, you know, but, you know, certain things, like, I can't speak about because I'm not going to talk about something I don't know. I know a trial going to come and the trial going to show a lot. You know, I know that first he talking about take the rat emoji off my son and put it on Dirk. My problem understanding that is if Dirk really put that hit on Vaughn, why would he slide? Why would he slide? I mean, this is not a movie. Y'all looking at this like a movie, man. You got to look at this in common sense. You got to look at what's going on. Don't be mad at TLR for being on Reddit all the time because people talk. People talk. Feds be on Reddit, man. You got feds, they be fans. You got police. I remember you had to go to college to be police when I was younger. They taking kids out of high school, man. Take a test, you pass it, you police. I be seeing these police, they be 18 years old running around here like kids. It's serious in Chicago, man. It's serious. You know, Q50, man, I'm glad to see that. Who do you go on tour with? ESG. ESG, yeah, he need to stay out the rack, man. Because let's keep it real, man. We can't have people like Lil Jeff out here, like King Von. Let them all rest in peace. Duck, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, Lil B, you know, that whole Chicago outfit, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, T-Roy, anybody that lost their life to this motiveless malignity. I say motiveless, it's because it is motiveless. Once the social media came out and people seen they had more leverage, If you ask me, I think Dirk's first mistake was that he took King Von to Atlanta and just showed him how to rap. You understand what I'm saying? You see them on the Breakfast Club when Charlamagne asking him like, yo, you know, what's up with you? Like, what's your music about? What you got? He said, I got a story to tell. Charlamagne said, what's that? He talking about, I just beat a body 2 attempts. He said, what? He said, I beat a body till the dirt go, But it's only so long you gonna do that for. You hanging out with him, you with Bezu. That's another one not here no more, unfortunately, man. You know what I'm saying? You get caught up in situations where, so allegedly, unfortunately, you decide to be around people that, but nah, man, when you got money like Smirk, you supposed to have security that's undercover cops. They ain't gonna play, they gonna take out, they gonna shoot, and they gonna be right if they have to. If you go get people like, listen, if you go get people like Jam, you know what I'm saying, you trust OTF Vonnie, you know what I'm saying, I still believe, man, he had the motive. That's his cousin. You know what I'm saying, that's his cousin. I believe he had that motive. Personally, I believe he had that motive. But we're gonna see when court comes. I can't say for sure. Everything is alleged, man. But I'm not gonna sit there and watch stuff that people are completely lying about. Like, again, man, King Act, you need to get off Sadie Nash wave, because both of y'all talking about things that don't make sense. And then you following somebody who calling somebody a rat, which is Sadie Nash. Meanwhile, your mother's other son is in prison right now because of you over some goofy-ish. But you won't talk about it. You won't talk about it. See, let me tell you something. When a person lies, right, you got to remember what you lied about, when you lied about, who you lied to. It gets confusing. It gets confusing. When you say nothing but the truth, no matter what, whether it make you look good or whether it make you look bad, if you feel like you want to talk, you want to talk. You ain't got it'll never be a lie, man. You can't tell me nothing that I won't say about myself. So this is what I'm saying. There's nothing you could tell me that I won't tell you about myself. And I respect you. Listen, man, I respect people like that. They don't care, yeah, I did this, but you know what was done to me? It's a whole nother ball game right now. It's a whole nother ball game. People not paying attention. I done said this before. I used to talk on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? The week done took over. I know right now you can't get in the chat because I turned it off, but the week done took over. And I know that nobody know at all what I'm talking about. But I tell you, when I tell you the week done took over, it means that who do we call weak, man? Like OGs, like who do we call weak? Rats, snitches, you feel me? People like that, they used to not be able to come on the block. Now, a rat and a snitch, man, people ain't got no problem with them because they got felons. They don't want no problems themselves. Dude, we walk right by you. Yeah, I told. And we talking about telling for some real violating shit. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't really know who's who unless you know who you walking with. Careful who you walk with. That's how I be in a big yard. You pull up. You pull up and you spin in the yard, man. You spinning where you don't know what's going on. You don't know what this person did to anybody or what. All of a sudden something happened. You like, this ain't got nothing to do with me. You gonna keep walking tomorrow. When you come outside, the same people gonna get you for not helping that fool. And if you help him, you out of there with him too. So whether you do, whether you don't, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. I don't care if it's in New York. I don't care if it's in Memphis. I don't care if it's in Chicago, man. Listen, man, when you walk out your house, they got footage of you wherever you go. It doesn't take long. If you got Trap Lord Ross, and he's smart for that. He sit on Reddit and he go through war, everything he go through. And then what happens? Then you see arrest, then you see bust. But anyway, I wanted to tell you this, not that y'all don't know already. I've seen it all over the internet. OTF Jam, listen, man. Listen, he posted, I mean, he ain't post personally, you know, whoever his chick is right now, his page. He obviously somewhere where none of us know. You understand? I know that if you've been for the past year, since Smirk and all of them been locked up, if you've been trying to find out where OTF Jam is, you can't. You can't find out where he is. You can't even find out his name. They done showed you like 20 different things. But yet, Dirk on the indictment. This is from the beginning. Didi was the indictment. Flocka was the indictment. Brown Eyes was in the indictment. And OTF Vonnie Did It was on the indictment. You know, and I personally feel, and you know, the whole thing is that some was on the indictment, but if y'all know that, see, Jam did time for an attempt, and he got out early. He got out in 12 years instead of 20. You know what I'm saying? And Smirk, that's what Smirk do, man, allegedly, like mess with people like that. You know what I'm saying? That's really about that. That's like that. So he posted like, I hope y'all ain't waiting for Dirk to give y'all no money, you know what I'm saying, and blah, 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 blah. This is coming from, you know what I'm saying? Hope y'all save something, because this is real. This is coming from somebody that Dirk looked out for. You understand? He got upset. He got upset from everything going on, from everything that people been saying. But what you gonna do, man? Who said that? Jack Nicholson? You can't handle the truth. So, listen, I'm going to tell you again, the feds have every single right to conceal you. You understand what I'm saying? Look what happened with Smirk. Look what happened. They took on, they said that they were calling the DA, and that they were calling the judges, and they were threatening families. What they did, they ain't even tell them. That was one of Drew's motions. Like, why y'all ain't tell us all this time that this been going on? They ain't got to tell you. They ain't got to tell you anything. They could hide a defendant somewhere. And you could look through, listen, man, Jam got locked up May 3rd, 2023. You know what I'm saying? For you know what I'm saying? For using, I believe for using a firearm. You know what I'm saying? Being a felon. In commission of a user, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't really like to talk about that, but see, here's the thing. At that point, when he tried to reach out to Smirk, nothing happened, man. There was no help. He figured Smirk gave him all that money before, that it was going to be everything going to be all good. But from what I see now is he's seen that. We think if we see it, he don't see it. About Smirk conversation with I don't want to say names, man. I don't want to say names. I really, about not paying Jam or whatever the case is. It ain't my business. All I'm saying, man, is stop talking about people when their cases are open, man, because at the end of the day, man, it be the fans that do it, man, and it be your own friends that do it. And you got all this music coming out, man. God bless you, man. Man, Allah see you too, but I don't want you to come home. Everybody should rest in peace. And all this shit going on all over New York City, man. I get notifications all night from all over the state because I'm subscribed to every news channel. I don't talk about everything because I got too much going on. So when I came home 15, I had to wait to get off parole, wasted my time. Then I had to get myself together. I ain't got no problem. Once I got myself together, Now I'm seeing what's going on, you know what I'm saying, in the world, with the wars, with Israel, with Iran, with ICE, everything that's going on. I don't like to talk dogma, definitely not religion. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it when, you know what I'm saying, people are made to be separate, to, you know, separate themselves from each other based on what they believe in. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Like, trust me, man, you ain't better than nobody, ain't nobody better than you. But don't ever judge nobody unless you know, unless you see. You feel me? I don't care what anybody tell me. You tell me something and about you, my bro. You tell me something about my other bro. I'm gonna tell you, hey, call him. What you telling me for? I want nothing to do with it. And the less you know, this is in the pen or outside. The less you know, the better, man. Because today, they ain't got the mob no more. Right now, the RICO concentrates on the streets and music, which unfortunately go hand in hand when it comes to drill. You know what I'm saying? People gotta chill, man. People gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, you know what I'm saying, justice for Nip. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again, loose cannon, he out of his mind. You know what I'm saying? That whole platform. So what is it? To tell me something. What is it? Are the bloggers? It seems like the big bloggers, you feel me? They get off the topic and make everything about themselves. It's like, what you on here for? To be a movie star? You could have went to acting school. You could have went to acting school when you was a kid if that's what you wanted to be. You feel what I'm saying? So you got, you know, you over there inviting people, man. You asking them indictable questions. I mean, I understand if they stupid enough to answer them, man, that's on them. But don't sit there and act like, yo, bro, I know you know the feds ran down on you. You said it yourself, Adam. And listen, man, with that whole Big U situation, you ain't looking good, bro. You don't have whack gas you up, but that was all money thing. I know what that's about. Your platform, your platform is real racist, man, and real prejudice. You like to ask a lot of questions that should not be asked, that's self-understood or not understood that nobody knows. Everybody, like I said, man, keep your family safe. Don't worry about what people think. Don't worry about what people feel. Do what you have to do to keep you and your family safe. Lock that door at night. Enjoy yourself. Eat what you want to eat, when you want to eat it, how you want to eat it, with who you want to eat it. Watch what you want to watch. Enjoy yourself. Hobbies, whatever, man. Just keep it safe and watch what you do. Not everything's the same, man. We out here in the open New York. It ain't like that, like, you know, but if you could go to Walmart and buy Draco and scratch the serial numbers off and then make the phone call and say, yo, I lost my gun got stolen. Listen, man, places like that, when you got, you know what I'm saying, rural areas, bushes and that, like Trench says, man, watch them bushes not move. I would say for an hour before you think of going outside, man. We done seen the best of them, man. We done seen the best of them flop, unfortunately. I'm talking about Chicago. I just learned now everything in the rap game or whatever, Memphis, but if we talk about Brooklyn, we talking about New York, we already know. I'm not going to say no names. You do not win in this game. These streets will take you in. They will raise you, chew you up, and spit you back out on the street for what you know. What you know. Stop watching Cap. If it looks too good to be true, then it's too good to be true. Free Smirk.